Welcome to Monday. It's July 12th, 2021. Welcome to the Day Weather Podcast. Smoky. A lot of folks noticed the smoke and haze, really late last week, but the way the jet stream patterns behaving, where the high pressure is centered and the fires continuing to burn in parts of the northern Rockies and the Pacific Northwest, well, smoky conditions are going to be noted. Just a few isolated thunderstorms today in the smoke and the haze. However, we're going to see some thunderstorm activity increase, both sides of the divide, Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll take a closer look at those thunderstorm chances for tomorrow and Wednesday. Going to be a little cooler behind the system in the thunderstorms on Wednesday, and we do see the potential for maybe a deeper monsoon plume for parts of the Great Basin and maybe the Western Slope next week. We'll take a little closer look at that, but it could be really important in the long term if we do see that developing, and we'll show you what we're seeing. First of all, let's take a look at the smoky conditions. Now, for those of you interested on where I'm getting these maps, this is the website. It updates frequently and shows you not only where the smoke plumes are headed and what the satellites see and where the smoke plumes are going, but also shows you the source region of the fire activity and where the smoke's coming from. Now, I have to tell you that not all of these fires that you see here on the map are ongoing. Some of them are done and some of them have not been updated in a while, but the fire activity that's causing most of the smoke is coming out of Northern California and across portions of Idaho and Montana. These are the three big source regions for smoke. And with the high pressure ridge overhead, what that's doing is trapping the smoke and spreads it out. And it really doesn't have anywhere to go because this time of year, the wind's aloft, the jet stream goes way up here. And those stronger jet stream winds just can't push out the smoke and the haze, at least quickly. Hopefully the showers and thunderstorms coming Tuesday and Wednesday will mix up the atmosphere and reduce that smoke a little bit. And here's the high pressure ridge that's over today. It's right over the deserts of California. So the hottest temperatures are going to be right here across the Great Basin and the deserts and the central valleys of California. You see this little guy right here? It's a little upper level trough, a little low pressure system that's going to come up over and down the eastern side of the ridge. Now, this is not unlike what happened on Friday. And boy, you folks in far western Nebraska and far east central Wyoming certainly saw the severe weather on Friday. Alliance, Nebraska, yikes. Near 90-mile-per-hour winds, baseball-sized hail, lots of crop and property damage. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen again, but this little disturbance right here coming down tomorrow and Wednesday will trigger showers and thunderstorms and may bring a few severe thunderstorms. And here it is by tomorrow afternoon. This little low, this little trough is right there in Montana, and it's going to track this way. So that's going to cause another outbreak of thunderstorms in this area tomorrow. Behind the system, the air will be a little bit cooler. Now you can see today, see the brown and the green and the blue? This is the precipitable water map showing where there's the best moisture available for showers and thunderstorms. So you can see we're in a dry air mass in most of the region out here. It doesn't mean it's going to rain here, but there's higher moisture content in the atmosphere right there that's going to get pushed this way here in the coming days, along with that front dropping south out of Montana. And this is by tomorrow afternoon. So look at the change in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, and Utah, and Arizona and into New Mexico. We go from white and brown to green. So we're going to see a better chance of showers and thunderstorms Tuesday and into Wednesday. And here's that risk for severe weather tomorrow. This is very close to what happened on Friday in terms of the same geographic areas. So watch out for maybe some strong to severe weather Tuesday afternoon and evening in that area there. Maybe a little bit further south and west as well. This is what the precipitation looks like through Thursday afternoon. So you can see those heavier thunderstorms right here. And again, they may end up a little bit further south than that. But northeastern Wyoming, southeastern Montana, and parts of South Dakota and Nebraska will get the most rain out of this next frontal system. Notice showers and thunderstorms along and east of the divide as well. Then notice this plume of moisture right here. This is really encouraging. As the week wears on, deeper subtropical moisture out of Mexico is coming. So you can see those heavier rains in New Mexico and Arizona, but there's a northwestward shift of some badly needed rain getting into Nevada and Utah as well. So that is really, really good news, especially for Utah and Nevada. We're hoping that the next plume gets further north to where they really need it in Idaho and the eastern parts of Washington and Oregon. Usually this area doesn't get into monsoonal moisture, but that may be a possibility, a small possibility, but a possibility nonetheless as we get into next week. And that's what we want to show you. Next week, high pressure is still around like it normally is this time of year, but we have the clockwise flow here, right here, is going to help draw in the deeper subtropical moisture next week, at least early next week, in this area here. So for Yellowstone, for Jackson, for Idaho, Nevada, parts of eastern Oregon and Washington, and down into the Four Corners area, we could get some deeper subtropical moisture here, and if we can get lucky, this is going to get showers and thunderstorms going. Now, sometimes the high pressure is so strong, the thunderstorms don't form, but if you have enough moisture in the air, that can overcome it. And if we were to look at the subtropical moisture plume, this is by the 20th. Last week, we talked about around the 20th as an important date, and we're still sticking with that. See the blue here? This finger of deeper subtropical moisture goes all the way up here into south central areas of Canada. It's because it's going around the high pressure here that's going to be developing in eastern Colorado. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that maybe next week, this region right here will get into some better rain-producing showers and thunderstorms. That's something that didn't happen last year. So we'll watch that carefully. Stay tuned. We'll update throughout the week on what that next week's moisture plume ends up doing. If we were to look at the forecast for the time frame of early next week, now what I'm showing you is 5 days, a 120-hour forecast. So this basically goes from late this weekend through next Wednesday. And you can see we're starting to get that shower and thunderstorm activity further north along and west of the divide. Southwest areas of Colorado, Durango, Pagosa Springs, Monte Vista, Alamosa, this area right here, we're going to need to watch out for the potential for mudslides again if this develops, and we think it will. So that's good news in terms of bringing the rain. Of course, we don't want mudslides, but you're not going to get a gentle rain in the mountains of Colorado, Utah, or Wyoming, or anywhere in this region during the summer months. Our summer precipitation basically exclusively comes from thunderstorms. Have yourself a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.